Hola, I'm Katie Gordon and I'm Dietless Living. Just getting settled in. I'm going to talk to you about what's worse for your health. What is it that's worse for your health out of these four things? Is it McDonald's fries every day? Is it an alcoholic beverage every day? Is it a chocolate bar every day? Or is it stress every day? Which one of those four do you think is the worst for your health? Do you know the answer is stress? So why is stress more detrimental to your health if you are stressed every day over McDonald's, alcohol or chocolate? And probably all three together, stress hands down is more detrimental. According to the NASD, I'm reading this off my screen so I get it right, the National AG Safety Database, medical research estimates as much as 90% of all illness and disease is stress related. Stress can interfere with your physical functioning and bodily processes. High blood pressure, cardiovascular disease, heart disease have all been linked to stress factors. And we all know that stress makes you put on weight, not only from the cortisol that it throws into your system, giving you that muffin top, but stress is actually the thing that is driving those eating habits that you have. So it's the thing that's making you reach for the McDonald's and the chocolate bar and the alcoholic beverage every day. And that's making you put on weight. So if you took away the stress, if you were really relaxed, you wouldn't be looking for those things. You may have a learned behavior in there, but I believe that you would, if you got yourself into a very calm, relaxed place, you don't reach for those things because you feel happy. And when you feel happy, you make better choices for yourself. That's just the truth, right? So of all the four things that can affect your health, food, alcohol and confectionery and stress is the worst. Now let me just tell you the irony of this story. So 1 hour ago, I got ready to come on here and talk to you about how stress is bad for your system. And I've recently connected Zoom to Facebook Live, right? And I've done a few Facebook Lives this week and it's fabulous because I've got this lovely background and it's just easier to do. And today, the fifth day of the week that I've used it, and I've clicked on the little link to go there and it no longer opens up. It won't open up because my antivirus has suddenly decided today that it will block the camera from being used through Zoom. And so it took an hour to work out what was happening and how to fix it, which was actually uninstall the browser and then reinstall it when I don't want to do a live. So, but I can tell you that was an hour of me going, grrr, well, like why it's the not understanding. So that was me getting stressed and then going, all right, I'm stressed. What do I do? So between fixing it and getting on here to do a live with you, I've been in the lounge room dancing away to Kylie Minogue and Sherbet and having a good old sing song to get myself back in a state of playfulness, because that's what you need to do to get yourself out of stress. We all have stress. Stress is a part of life. Things don't work. We're frustrated. It just makes us cranky about things. It just stuff happens. People die. COVID comes. There's all kinds of stuff that happens, but it's our job to manage that stress. Now, I was doing my very best to stay calm, but I was getting frustrated with not understanding what was happening. And that's my old pattern, right? I have a brain that goes straight to frustration in 0 to 60 seconds. And it's my job to manage it. And sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to pull it in. I can usually hold it, manage it, and then I need to go and release it, because that's what you need to do once you get stressed, is release it. And over time you can change your habit of being stressed. So my response to stress today was about 1,000% less than it would have been 10 years ago. 10 years ago I'd have had a little tantrum like a little kid, because I had no emotional control. And so that's the difference between working with your 3 systems of self, your 3 systems of consciousness, creating a state of synergy and creating sustainable habit change, is being able to monitor yourself, being able to change your reactions, being able to then go step straight out of it and go, oh, I'm stressed, what's the antidote? The antidote is Kylie Minogue locomotion for me. May not be for you, but I can tell you the antidote to stress is fun and playfulness. Hands down, every time. If you get stressed and then you go and laugh, or go straight onto YouTube and watch a 1-minute video of kittens playing, your stress drops. And that's what you have to do, because otherwise we live in a state of stress, and that's what the killer is, living in a state of stress. Because we get stressed, I can speak from experience, get stressed, work yourself up, hold the stress, then everything after that is just like this piling on of the stress, more and more and more, rather than going, no, and emptying that bucket. You know, life is full of stresses, and the more I've practiced over time, the less and less things that actually stress me or create a reaction in me. So it is sustainable habit change is just practice and a process, right? So that's the point of understanding your 3 systems of consciousness, is so that you can change your thoughts, feelings, and reactions, so you can change your eating habits, patterns, and behaviors. And that's what we need to be able to do. Because the problem is not what you eat, the problem is why you eat it. And that's what we need to be able to address, is why you eat things. Stress is a big part of that. We need to be able to understand what's happening in our system. We need to be able to access the 3 levels of consciousness. We need to be able to change our learned behaviors and responses. And we need to be able to modulate our own emotions and psychology. In other words, we need to be able to take charge of our psychology and take charge of our emotional states. And when you do that, you can change the way that you eat. You can move towards having sustainable habit change and personal transformation.